Tanzania.
Yeah.
What's in Mwanza, Tanzania?
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Hello from Mwanza, Tanzania.
Tanzania.
Crap, that was crap. Let's try again.
Just keep filming and see what happens.
Let's
We
go
might be
again.
able to
1,
work something
2,
out.
3. Hello from Mwanza, Tanzania.
Go. No, we should have said Habari.
Yeah, okay. Right. Ready?
Who won?
Habari. Slow.
Okay.
Habari Zamchana.
Ready, go again.
1, 2, 3.
Habari from Mwanza, Tanzania. Right, try again. Outtakes. 1,
Okay.
2, 3. Habari from Mwanza, Tanzania.
Hi guys, just a little update on what we've been up to for the last couple of days. On Thursday we took the all 87 kids to the beach with Rose, one of the other volunteers. It was really good. They just enjoyed themselves so much.
It's almost as if they hadn't seen water before, wasn't it? They ran into the place, straight down to the beach. There was a sandy beach, and because Lake Victoria is quite big, there was an onshore wind. There was some waves coming in, and they jumped in the waves.
They didn't jump; they launched themselves into the water.
Look, seriously,
it was just fantastic.
They looked like they were about to
Stripping off.
explode with joy.
But they were stripping off as they ran towards the water and just launched themselves in. It was just fantastic.
I think
One of the
there
most
were like
amazing
two-
things I've ever seen.
Maybe 1 or 2 hours just where there was like 60, 70 kids in the water.
Just
It was
fantastic.
mental.
I mean, one of the strengths of the orphanage is that they do really have a routine that's followed week in, week out. And a break to the routine, I think, is refreshing for these kids because they get out of the orphanage, they can go and have
Well,
a
they
look
don't go
at-
anywhere else except the orphanage in Masuelo, do they?
Yeah, they get to have a look around, have a look at the outside world, and they really make the most of it. And
The children, I was speaking with Rose, and she was saying that the children can go 3 or 4 months without leaving the compound. So a day trip like that was just fantastic.
It's just, it makes you realise that all this shitty stuff that we go through, like cold showers and eating like dinners in the dark and walking 5 miles every day, it's really just worth it because they just enjoyed themselves so much.
well, they appreciated it, didn't they?
Yeah.
And there is an appreciation level.
I mean, it was fantastic to spend time with the children at the beach, but the lovely bit was feeding them 2 pineapples, 40 bananas,
Feeding
some
of the
ciabattas,
5,000.
yeah,
feeding
and
of
87 bottles of Coke, just amazing.
And that
Just
was
wonderful.
actually a relatively cheap
Yeah.
day out for them, wasn't it? It was about £20 for the coaches.
Yeah.
They went to the market and bought a few pineapples and chopped them up, and maybe
So
20
for
bananas.
all up about 30 quid. That's the Dallas. That's the minibus that we took them to the beach in.
2 minibuses that we squeezed 87 people in.
2
Yeah,
mini
good
buses.
footage of there's good footage of that.
Oh,
at
it
the time.
was like kids on top of kids.
Not particularly PC. I don't think
seriously,
it would have
health
got away
and
with that.
safety.
The health and safety
Health and
brigade
safety
would go
would
ballistic.
go absolutely mental.
But they wouldn't have been terribly impressed with us riding in the back of the pickup either.
Yeah, that was
So,
fun.
you know,
That was
it
fun.
was- It was quite
Like people
something.
yelling, Mzungu, Mzungu!
Mzungu is white tourist travel.
Yeah.
We're getting called that a lot,
Oh,
which we were irritated with at the start, but we've been told that it's not meant as an insult.
I'm still irritated. I don't like being called
No,
Mzungu.
it's because like little kids like sound the Mzungu alarm, don't they? Mzungu!
Yeah,
And then
Mzungu.
like tens,
Thousands
like
of kids
20 of
do
them
it.
like gather
And then they want
around.
money or a carrot.
Or a mango, or whatever it is you've got in your
Yeah.
hands.
Yeah.
It's just
That's
like, Mzungu, give me money! Like,
And if you don't have
No.
much, then something is significant.
yeah.
But I mean, it has settled down. We had a little bit of a scary moment yesterday. We took a bit of a rest day, which is on the Saturday, and we went into one of the hotels so we could use the Wi-Fi and look at the emails and send messages and upload things. And we left it a bit late coming home. We went to the supermarket, and it got dark.
We ended up at the Dallas station at like 7:30, which is not very
It's about as hectic as always, but when you add darkness, it's sort of like, holy crap, let's
And
get out
lots and lots and lots of people, because Saturday night seems to be the night that lots of people come out, try and sell their goods. So they had
Fish,
street
fish,
sellers.
fruit,
Street
apples
sellers
everywhere.
had things like pineapples and potatoes and bananas and onions, and everything was on the ground
Yeah.
with candles set up so you could see what they had. But there was literally hundreds of people around the Dallas station now. we're not quite enough to feel that we could walk around and not feel
Do
a
our own
little
thing,
bit
yeah.
threatened. So, and because the Dali Dalis don't run as often in the evening, we were waiting around and didn't feel particularly comfortable, so we took a
So we
taxi
ended
home.
up getting a taxi.
Yeah, I mean, I think that maybe in a week or two's time we might try to go down and walk around those markets, because it looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it looks really exciting, but it's still, I think we're still getting our Africa legs to a certain degree. I think there are parts of our day and our routine that we really understand, but other bits that are just a bit alien still, so it'll take some time.
And Fred, who runs the orphanage, says you have to be a lot more careful at night than you do during the day. I don't think we've had a scare. We haven't had a scare during the day.
It's like that anywhere, isn't it? If you go to Wickham or, you know, in the middle of Geelong, you don't really, you know, take your 2 teenage kids, you know, in the middle of...
That's if you want to go to Wickham.
yeah.
I suppose the thing that's a bit daunting is that we had the laptop on board, we just had to go to the bank to take a lot of cash out. We'd done some shopping, it was only grocery, but you know, you're trying to hold all your bags together, make sure no one's got their hand in your pocket, and you know, it's just a bit interesting, that's all.
There have only been 2 occasions where we went into a covered, closed market where, you know, the chickens are in the coops and they've got the, you know, the open spices, which smells great. It's quite exciting.
Fantastic.
But there are some people that have tried to sort of put a hand,
Right,
been opportunists.
Take your bags or put, like, sit the hand.
Stacey almost got punched in the head.
Well,
Well,
he
that was
didn't
by
really
me.
get punched. there was a gentleman who tried to take something out of a lady. Well, a man. It was a man.
A thief.
A thief. And he tried to take something out of a lady's bag who was coming towards me. She stopped him. Then our eyes met, and he started to yell at me and scream at me in Swahili, like, "Ah!" And then he tried to take a swipe over my head, and I was very intimidated, so I just kept on walking.
I think the fact here is that white travellers have a reputation and do
Being
have
rich.
much more money than Tanzanians, because Tanzanians do. Tanzania is one of the poorest countries in the world.
Well, one pound in England would be what, 2,000 shillings? 2,000 shillings.
Yeah, and you can buy an awful lot for it.
That's like what?
Well, today's food, isn't it, for a family?
Yeah.
Or more, really.
Yeah, really.
So what's a Coke cost? What's a Pepsi?
A Coke is
400.
25p.
25p we reckon. Less than
25p.
even 20p.
Yeah, maybe even 20p. And that's
So you
for
can see-
350 millilitres of Coke, Fanta, and then you got your Pepsi, which is even less than that. That's like 17p.
The thing about it, I mean, today we've had to throw some kids out of our compound because they were stealing from our rubbish, sort of taking the bags of rubbish which are in the rubbish tip and going and sort of fossicking through them to see if they could find something. Now, it's a little bit irritating that they come in and do that, but from a health point of view,
It's
it's
so
awful.
unhygienic.
We have had, one of the guys here has seen you know, a rat, and we're really not interested in, we're not interested in spreading the plague around.
No.
So we're going to burn the rubbish tip. But I have to say, on the whole, though this sounds a little bit negative, on the whole, it's very positive. I feel safe. The teaching is going incredibly well. The kids are making the trip worthwhile, aren't they?
Oh, the kids are beautiful. It's I think for all the things that go wrong and for all the things that make you feel sorry for yourself, you only have to spend a little bit of time with one of the children or more, and they bring a smile to your face, and they're just so willing and lovely and eager, and you see that they have nothing, and yet they
They're so
still
happy.
have determination, and
They want to do
They know-
well.
they know that they need to
They
go
know what
forward.
they need to do to succeed.
It's mostly through study, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Here, you can only get on. I mean, if you've got a privilege, there are people with, strangely actually, in Mwanza. Mwanza is growing as a city faster than almost any other African city at a rate of, say, 12% a year. There are a lot of new buildings going up, small industry.
and if you were of a mind to, you could come to Mwanza and make money.